I write a series of crime novels featuring a detective, a very rugged and flawed detective, he's quite hunky, called D.I. Andy Horton. I think it's a real advantage actually living in the area that I set my novels in. Some writers have fictional areas, but I chose to do this area because I think it's just got so much going for it. It's such a vibrant area. It has such strong contrast between poverty and rich, an ethnic background, in a city, and then you've got the Solent, and there's so much going on in the Solent. And across to the Isle of Wight, which again is a totally different environment. So I'm very fortunate that I set them in this area, and as you say, for research purposes, it's brilliant. And I do a lot of walking around the area, and I'm always on the lookout for sort of unusual locations where I think, that'd be quite nice to put a body there, or a crime there. Lots of locations to choose from.
But of course, for listeners that don't live actually in the area, it's not a disadvantage that they don't.
No, not at all. My books are published in America as well, where I'm very pleased to say that they are very popular, and they're read by people, in the middle of Arizona or wherever, and they've been translated into Chinese. They're in China and Turkey and all over the world. So it's not a disadvantage, and the feedback that I get from readers is that they like the atmosphere. They like an atmospheric crime novel. So wherever you set it, if it's the Lake District has lots of atmosphere and so on, but the Solent is also quite an internationally, well, not quite, it is an internationally well-known area, isn't it? So yeah.
How did you discover Andy Horton in the first place?
It was quite a long journey, like a lot of authors have a long journey to becoming published. And I experimented with a couple of different genres before I came across the crimes genre. I wrote a couple of historical novels, and it wasn't, I didn't get anywhere with them. I didn't get published, although I did get quite a lot of encouragement from some agents. And then I suddenly realised I was writing the wrong genre, because I read crime fiction and thrillers, and I thought, why aren't I writing a crime novel? And it wasn't until I actually sort of created a male character. Before then, I sort of had a lead female character, but I was always drawn to writing from the male point of view. Don't ask me why, but I was. And I thought, no, I'll write a crime novel, male point of view, a detective, because I like detective novels. And Andy Horton just was born, and I won a writing competition, and then I got a publisher. So he was obviously meant to be.